Kia ora and welcome to another playthrough of Flamecraft. This is the upcoming game from Cardboard Alchemy and Monster Couch, and it is currently in the last few hours of the playtest. So if you happen to see this on the 2nd of February and you want to have a quick go before this round of playtesting finishes, then jump into that Steam link below. Otherwise, jump into the Steam link and chuck it on your wish list, and then potentially even you can sign up for future rounds of playtesting if there are going to be more, or get notified when it gets released. So I thought I'd do another round of video on this one because the playtest has only been open for a week and I'm absolutely addicted. I am loving this game. Having never played it before, I've had to stumble a little bit through the rules on this, but it is just such a beautiful game. There's lots to think about. And I found that playing with different numbers of the AI bots really changes the gameplay, and you've got to have a few different things that you're considering in each of your moves. So I thought I'd do one more go before I lose access in terms of showing what this is like when it's a little bit more complicated. So last time I played it with a couple of AI and on the simple version. So we'll jump in. I've got myself and one of the AI bots. I'm actually going to fill up for the full 5, so this game plays up to 5 people. We'll do a little bit of customization here just so that we don't have the same pictures for everybody, because it becomes a little bit confusing. We'll change out the color here. Pink I think hasn't been used yet, and make sure that this bot is also not looking like me. So go. So it's quite nice. I can use some. I learnt through the Discord that I can even change the name. Doesn't save it for the next time, but it's just quite nice to have that showing. So we've got full hand of the players, and I'm also going to boost up to the more difficult layer of enchantments. Just makes it a little bit more tricky. You've got to do a bit more concentration on the resources that you are gathering. So as with the small game, we start off by picking our first fancy dragon. And this one, I've either got the chance of choosing between umami, getting a point for every 2 meat dragons in town, and 3 if there are more meat dragons than there are anything else, or 1 for every 2 diamond dragons in town, 3 if there are more diamond dragons than anything else, or more jewelers. So to be honest, at this point in the game, it's neither here nor there, so I'm just going to base on the fact that I've got 2 meat dragons and 1 diamond dragon in my hand, and I'll just pick that one. So we've got our full hand, so we still start with our 6 shops. That's the same no matter how many AI or how many players are on the board. And I've gone second, so we've already got someone's gone into Fragile Reptile, and I'm going to jump into critical roles and get myself the meat dragon, and I've got the choice of either placing a dragon or drawing a card. So when I place Flambe down, I got another bonus, so this one's going to incentivize me to collect toast. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use Flambe to place another meat dragon in this one. It gives me a coin wild tile as a bonus resource, and it has also now completed the shop, which means that we'll get another shop coming into play. We can see here there's really cute the little dragons running around town, and so we've actually now got, from the additional players that have come in, we've actually had 2 shops filled, so I filled one of them, someone else has filled another, and we've now got 2 of the non-starter shops, and each of these have got a shop effect that we can take as well. So let's again have a look at what we've got. So with my diamond, I'm wanting to place. Have a quick look here at these are the more complex enchantment spells. We went for the more complex stuff. So needing a few more resources to collect, but we also get some decent bonuses from them. We've got 13 of those in the deck, and when that deck is finished, then we end the game, or when the dragons run out. And I think I'm going to jump into Fragile Reptile. It's another of the starter shops, but I'll get the diamond from Fragile Reptile, I'll get diamond from Bright Gem being in there, and I can then place my Frostfire, gain myself another wild, and I get to activate one of these dragons. Doesn't matter which one, it's the same power. And so now I can start looking at 3 different goods. I can start looking at what I need for here. So at the moment I've got diamonds and toast. So for this enchantment I need another toast, and I need a anvil, and I can start looking at other things. I'm getting enchanting either of these 2, so the jewel at the top or the anvil at the bottom will give me an extra dragon. These middle ones will give me, as well as the hearts will give me an extra bonus card. So I think I'm going to go for a leaf. So now, technically I have the ability to play out this meat for enchanting. Unfortunately, the one that I would like to enchant here is Draco Bell, because that I'll get to fire up all 3 of these. To do that, because there is another dragon already there, I have to pay them a resource. And I could just jump into Full Plate Buffet and enchant that one, and I don't have to pay, but I don't get any bonuses. So I'm going to take the hit, click on the enchant this time, and it says I need to pay this player. Now I know I can't touch my anvil or my toast, but I have got a leaf that I can give him. And now I can take that, autofill, and I've got my bonus and got my extra reward card for that. So what I can do now is I can activate all of these dragons. So the first thing I'm going to do is use the purple one, and I'm going to swap with the toasts, because that lets me draw a dragon. And we'll see what we need in town. Oh, that's nice. I'm going to go back to Draco Bell, reopen that up, and I'll take Blossom. Because I now take Venti, I'll swap with one of the meat dragons, and that lets me place the Blossom in the town, and I can place her straight into Fragile Reptile. Gets me another reward tile and completes that shop. And then I can use Patina, and I can choose 2 of any of these. And looking at what I need for here, any of those is just going to help me step on the way, but I think if I go for the 2 anvils, I'll be a little bit on the way to completing that enchantment, if one of the other bots doesn't get there first. So we're already at the point here where we've only got 5 of these fancy dragon cards left. It doesn't. I don't think that one's an end game trigger, fortunately, but just means that you don't get the bonus if you place on a fancy dragon spot. So ideally I'd be able to draw dragons, but at the moment we've only got a few that have got the dragons inside, and I can't. So I've got the draw dragon there, and I can't use them. So I think I shall drop over to Sage of Stage. I'm going to get a diamond and a leaf from the shop. I can't place a dragon in there, but I can use. I have to skip and then use Jewel Heart. Gave me another leaf. If I grab a potion, I can fill that one up and gain one of the few remaining bonus cards. And well, I haven't got any meat, so I'll take a meat. Oh, now I hadn't spotted this. So this is one of the shop powers. I can gain 3 resources that are listed on any one enchantment, and I can reserve it, which means that nobody else can play it. So now the choice is whether I go for. So I've completed the internal werewares. Let's give the werewares. Do I take? I take the Infernal Friar. Then I can gain all of those and reserve the enchantment, and that means that nobody else can play it. And it now shows up here that I've got it, even though it also shows down here, which for me is a little bit confusing. But what I can do, well, I've still got this one nicely tucked away. I'm going to use the leaf enchantment to gain one of the few remaining bonus cards. And now I get to draw a dragon with a quick look to see what's needed. I think it'd be quite good actually if we can. Oh, there's no more toast dragons in here anyway. Take a purple one because purples at least you can swap. Use patina, and I am going to take some more leaves. Now what I can do here with twig is gift a leaf, see, or gift any of the resources, but I'm going to gift one of my leaves, and I'm going to give it to the dragon. And that gives me a couple of extra hearts. So it's a useful way of just starting to build up your bonus points. And somebody's been generous and given me a whole heap of meat as well. Right, so it's now starting to give us the warning. We've only got 4 enchantments left. When there are none of those, then we'll get into the last turn. I'm still not able to play my reserved enchantment tile, so I would like to get myself some more potions, and I can do that by heading to portable potions because nobody else is there. Gather those up, and I'm going to activate Opal Wing to get me is trying to build up the different spells that I can play, because I want to make sure that I get the chance to play at least one of them before we hit end of game, because that could go quite quickly if people start using lots of spells. Right, and we've only got one smith, but I can enchant that one because nobody else is in there. So we'll use the Infernal Friar that I have reserved. And that gets me to take another dragon, which I can then, when I fire up Skewett, I can place in town. So I'll have a quick look to see what we need. Okay, if I can grab a leaf, I can again take another of the precious final bonus. And now we've got, so I've got the ability to take 2 of every good. And I'll have a quick look at my bonus tiles. So, Toasty is saying I should be getting more toast. That was for every pair of fancy dragons, the reward I've got. Oh, and Boo Boo is rewarding me for not having lots of goods, which means I'm going to look to see what I can play out. If I take, I'll take 2 meat and 2 of the anvils. Don't particularly, I think the Boo Boo is a little bit of a, it's a bit of a boring bonus, because when you get so many of these others that give you points for having lots of a particular type of resource. Right, so I've got the ability to place any of those, and if I enchant Fragile Reptile, I will be able to take that last bonus tile. Which gives me bonus points if I have lots of leaves. So with that one, I'm now incentivized to go and get leaves, and we want to still make sure I've got the most toast. And I can. I'm going to gift one of my anvils, and I'm going to gift that to this bot because they haven't got any, which means that it's unlikely they're looking to collect them at this point. So one of the things that I really enjoy about having the multiple bots is that you constantly having to shift what you're planning to do because they're taking the other buildings. Right, so we've used the last enchantment, and there's no more of the bonus cards left, so we're now on our last turn. So I've still got the ability to do an enchantment. I can enchant a Tust and get me another dragon, and get me 3 points. I can enchant a potion, which I would have to spend both of my coins and lose all of the leaves that I've got, which means I would get no more bonus points from forest. But is that going to... That's not going to help me anyway, because Purple Potion is already there, which means what I'm now looking at doing is how can I maximise the points that I've got available. And I think if I jump into hedges and henges, get myself the extra leaf, because that will give me the 3 leaves here that I need for forest. Play out Earl to get me 3 hearts. And I can now swap Earl with another dragon. Now, I'm going to swap Earl with one that lets me give a leaf. Sorry, not give a leaf. Give a resource. Now I've still definitely got easily the most toast, but I'm also incentivized here to give 3 of one type of toast to another person, or 3 of one type of resource to another person. So I'm going to be a bit sneaky. I'm going to give the anvil to this bot. And I'm incentivized for each good that I've got 2 or less of. So with this shop power, as long as I'm not giving away my leaves or my toast, I can give away my meat, and I'm going to give that meat to this bot here who's got the least. I can give them to other players, so I'll be generous. I'll just spread it out amongst all the other players. And I can gain 2 hearts for every good gifted, so give me 6 hearts, which is a very nice end of game bonus. So now we do our adding up, and I have managed here to get my bonuses, and yeah, even with my generosity to other players, I've still managed to come out on top, particularly with the bonus cards. And this for me seems to be one of the best strategies, is try and get as many bonus cards and then shift your gameplay according to what those bonus cards are giving you. So I hope you enjoyed that another playthrough Flamecraft. I don't know when or if it is going to open up for playtesting again, but if it does, then I will be showing more of it next time round. So if you enjoyed it, leave me a comment, let me know, and I will see you next time. Kia ora.